So, thinking dancing men. He shot... So those two came to accost him for whatever reasons. And shot at him. And one of them shot at him while he shot back. And he shot... Then the third one? Shot another shot second? I don't know.
The books on this shelf are in a mess. It looks as though Mr. Turner was trying to find something in a hurry here, a short while ago.
The book that he burnt. The book that he burnt. Can I... Is that now a thing I can deduce? Okay, 2 victims, different shots. No, didn't think so. Whoa, no, I just noticed something. Why is that all blue? Oh, are they the previous cases? So they're still hanging around his mind, or is that just background stuff? That might just be background stuff, thinking about it. Interesting to note if the background gets more colourful as that happens.
Mr. Turner was roused from his bed by the sound of gunshots.
Okay, so maybe he didn't shoot, but he did go down. Let's ask him about that if we can. Anything? Oh, that's just saying that's examinable. Right, well, we've observed everything. Oh, no, we haven't. Kitchen knife.
This kitchen knife is quite sharp.
Okay, but we have a detective vision. Kitchen table, yes. Sweepings. Shredded paper.
There are pieces of shredded paper scattered over the table.
So he was cutting up a book.
This kitchen knife was used to cut the paper.
So he was chopping up a book? So he... Okay, so assumably... Oh, this is a lot more fun than in Q. So he got up from bed. Because this is more interesting because they're not connected. So assumably it went... He opened the window. He took it. Yeah. Look down. Approach the bodies. Place the broken walking stick. Cut the pieces and... Did that? I got a white flash. I think that's right. So we could fast forward. So then he opened the window. Saw what had happened down there. Hobble, 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 hobble. Hobble, 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 hobble. Hobble, hobble, hobble. Out we go. Checks on the checks. Oh, he only checked on Butler. Well, possibly also looked at whatever his name was, but he wouldn't be able to walk that much. Puts that away. Picks up a book. Puts it on the fire. Well, chops it up. But a particular book?
So Mr. Turner used a book to hide an object that he found on Kenneth Butler's body. The question is, what did he find?
Oh, of course. He cut out a section. Right. Thank you. So he cut out a section of the book. That's what it was.
I can see prints from greasy fingers
right
on the cover of this book.
I understand.
Let us take a closer look.
Because it was a particular square, wasn't it? Moby Dick by Herman Melville. More whalers.
Well now, what a find. A precious jewel concealed inside a book.
You'd think Layton would have taken it.
A bracelet with a unique ram's head design. A distinctive feature of ancient Grecian artifacts, probably of the Hellenistic era.
But you'd think, if it was Layton Chapman, he would have searched the bodies and looted it. So we'll ask about it, shall we? Right. So you woke up and went to the window?
Mr. Turner, how would it be possible for a man of advanced years,
Ooh.
such as yourself, to rush from his bed to the window in a matter of seconds, as you have stated?
Well, I'm able to move very quickly despite my age. And when the situation requires it, Mr. Holmes.
Okay, but you have a limp, do you not?
I highly doubt that, Mr. Turner. I observe that you suffer a severe limp due to your injured right leg. It would have taken at least 10 seconds for you to approach the window. That means you could have easily missed something or someone in Half Moon Street during that time.
You're right, Mr. Holmes. I could have missed something. But it did seem to me that everything happened so quickly. Oh, time can pull tricks on you.
And I want the whole truth.
And what of everything else that you told us? Mr. Turner, it is vital that we have your complete and true statement.
Getting ready with the cue for the bracelet.
Mr. Holmes, I do assure you that the other things I said were most sincere.
Okay, and yet you seem to have an antique bracelet on your bookshelf.
Mr. Turner, you were not sincere with me. Not then, and not now.
But Mr. Holmes...
This, Mr. Turner, does not look like anything that a poor man might possess. It is worth more than the home that you live in.
I can explain.
No, merely correct me if I am wrong. You saw Layton Chapman through the window, but you also noticed a glittering object on the ground, this precious jewel. You walked down and took the bracelet from the body of Kenneth Butler, and when you heard the whistles, you hurried away. That broke your walking stick. It caught fast between the cobbles. Constable Marrow was unable to see you in the window, as you were climbing up the stairs on your way back to your flat. Upon returning home, you hid the precious jewel inside a book.
Mr. Holmes, please don't send me to prison. I didn't do anything bad. I'm just a poor man. When I chanced upon the bracelet, I saw it as an opportunity to make a little money. I was desperate. I only took the bracelet, that's all, I swear.
You made a mistake by lying to me. But you are not a criminal. I believe that. Although I must return this bracelet to its rightful owner.
Whoever that is. Right. Inquire about the bracelet. Right. All the things. All the missions. There might be something to look up when we get back to Baker Street. I think before we'll do that, we'll head to Scotland Yard. If we're done here, are we done here? Wiggins!
Mr. Holmes, did you see my brother at Scotland Yard? Is he alright?
Okay, so he's you can ask him questions about the brother, maybe. Various posters. Let's talk to the woman here. She might have some extra. Yeah, so it's oh dear. Is that not something I can look at? That seems fairly recent. Let's talk to the woman. She might be able to tell us something. Polly Powell.
Mrs. Howell?
What do you want?
My name is Sherlock Holmes. I'm assisting the police with their investigation of the crime that took place this evening.
Kind of.
Well, I've already gave my testimony, but very well.
Well, would you mind giving... Ooh, I can't... Character thingy. Right, your testimony then.
Could you tell us everything that you may have seen or heard?
Yes. I was selling my flowers as usual, and then the fireworks began, in honour of Queen Victoria. I enjoyed those. But then, all of a sudden, a young lad ran out of Half Moon Street and stopped just by me. He had a gun in his hand. He was like a ghost, and all covered in blood. It was dark, but I could see him, because of the flashes from the fireworks.
And then?
I screamed as loud as I could. I knew that a policeman should be on duty in the vicinity. He had no time to escape. 2 constables got him.
Escape.
Then another constable came out from the very same street, and I heard him talking of a horrible murder.
So, she doesn't talk about anyone else. Which means either it was Layton, or it was Turner, or it was one of the two people who's currently dead. Or, both of them at the same time, because I don't think they'd shoot themselves. Especially not in the stomach like that. So, did you hear the shots?
Mrs. Powell, did you hear the gunshots?
I'm not sure. You know, what with the fireworks?
And yet Turner claims that he did. He was closer to it. Was there anyone else?
Did you see anyone else leaving Half Moon Street, prior to or at the time of the crime?
No, sir. I did not. Even with all the fireworks, I was very attentive, as I'm always on the lookout for customers.
So...
My thanks to you, Mrs. Powell.
Alright. Now, what that tells us is that... basically, it has to be someone who was in here. So Turner, who didn't leave. Now, the constable would have informed us if anyone had left the other way. One assumes. Let's ask him about that if we can.
It would be my pleasure to assist you with your investigation, Mr. Holmes.
So it must be one of these two: Turner, Layton, or, although I think it's highly, highly unlikely, there's a possibility it could have been Constable Merrow. Based on the fact that he could have then gone back to his post. Right. Well, I think we'll head to Scotland Yard now. I want to find out about this bracelet, though. It may not be incredibly relevant, but it's something. Find out how it could have appeared. It could be that... Oh, what's his name? Ooh. I have something to look up. It could be that... What was his name? Do we have names? No, we don't. Not. Kenneth Butler. Could have been Kenneth Butler's been acting as a fence. That is a possibility. So he'd received this as a stolen good.
Mr. Holmes, whatever brings you here so late at night?
I'm interested in the case of young Layton Chapman. He was arrested earlier this evening and accused of a double murder.
I beg your pardon? That case is quite clear to the police. Or are there any new facts that we don't know about?
Who knows, Inspector?
Look, you are free to investigate, of course, Mr. Holmes. Chapman was arrested with a revolver in his possession, which you can find in the evidence room.
Okay.
The suspect himself is in custody.
Thank you.
Did you find anything else on his person?
A few personal belongings. Nothing particular, Mr. Holmes.
Thank you, Lestrade.
The logical question... Shapes of noses. Is... How many shots were fired from this revolver?
So this is the gun that Layton was holding when he was caught by the police. It is a Webley revolver, a reliable weapon. It seems as though the shells were not removed from the cylinder.
Yeah, so... Okay, so there's at least one shot has been fired. 2 shots have been fired by the looks of it. Anything else we can see? No. But yes, it does look like... Ooh. Yes, there we go.
2 out of the 6 shells have been fired. There were 2 shots.
Do you not remember? Do you not remember the dancing men? They're in your office. Right. Lootless. So, different shots. No, that doesn't work. Do that, but... Can I put these together? I can. Right. A double murder. Kenneth Butler and Brian Vicotti were the victims of a double murder carried out by one person, or... At firing position, Turner could hear the contrast between 2 fired shots as they were made from different points in Half Moon Street. Or Turner could hear the contrast between 2 fired shots as in fact 3 shots were made. At first a single shot was fired and then 2 guns fired simultaneously directly afterwards. So in that case, I don't have any other options. You're not giving me any other options there. Right, I didn't want to do that, actually. I don't want to go tab. I wanted to... Right. What other options have we got? We have lootless. Common statement. Yeah. Brian Vicotti and Kenneth Butler. So there was a third person. So, So, Vicotti... Okay. Vicotti shot Butler for the bracelet. Here's my current thought. Vicotti shot Butler for the bracelet. Saw that Chapman had just started to run through. Chapman picked up... I don't know, maybe had a revolver with him. And then... Oh, but there were 2 shots fired. So it must be... If there were 2 shots simultaneously. I don't know. The first shot... Right. No. Butler shot Vicotti first. But Vicotti pulled a gun. Butler shot him. Because he's a... And shot him managed to shoot him in the stomach instead of the head. Because he's not a great shot. No. Then Layton... No, because he has to, because this revolver was the one who must have fired the first shot, and as well as the second shot. Lootless. Does that they go together? No. Layton Chapman is the only person who was seen entering Half Moon Street after Brian Vicotti and Kenneth Butler. He was seen standing over the dead bodies and escaping the crime scene short afterwards. Any of the other ones? Layton's revolver. Right. The witness testimony and the crime weapon clearly point to one possible contact. No, doesn't. You're lying. I assume if I go, okay, they must have been from the firing position. So no, they don't spike off. But we can experiment on that and see where that comes from. We don't have anything else, do we? Lootless, 2 victims. Common statement, 2 victims. Yeah. May as well plug them together and see where they go. Rolled cigarettes.
These cigarettes are filled with cheap tobacco. Nothing interesting.
We have a pocket watch.
A cheap watch. Bought with his own money, no doubt.
Oh, and I don't get to look at the apple. You never know. The apple could be important. Right, well, let's go and talk to him. Is he already in here? No, we have to talk to...
Mr. Holmes?
Layton Chapman.
Please escort this suspect for interrogation. Good evening, Mr. Chapman.
Who are you? I've got nothing to say. It's all a mistake.
Calm down, Layton. I have come here to help you. To find out if you truly are innocent, as your younger brother Wiggins has told me.
My brother? You know him? Then that means you're...
Sherlock Holmes.
Oh, blimey. All right, Mr. Holmes. I'll tell you everything.
Oh. Ooh, I just noticed something. So we'll get to it. But we'll be looking at the hand. Ooh, dear. Occasional fights. Grip on the streets. Yes. Ooh. Been in a fight today. Recent beating. Resisted arrest. Hot-headed. Right. Oh, I didn't even see what that was. What does it say? Office clerk. Fancy scarf. Downtown fashion. Cushy job. Office clerk. Even though he's hot-headed. Here we are. Westgate Prison. With Vicotti. I don't know. Right, so your story.
Good. Tell me your account of what happened.
I left my work and I hurried up to see the fireworks in Whitechapel. I was late, so I decided to cut through Half Moon Street. I saw the first fireworks light up in the sky. I bumped into a constable on the corner before entering Half Moon.
Fits.
Then suddenly, what with all the firework flare, I saw 2 men. They were both lying flat in the middle of the street. I stopped where I was. I thought about turning back to the police, but as I was thinking of that, I saw a third person. He was leaning over the body that was furthest from me.
That'd be
The second
Turner.
I saw him, He raised his head
Oh.
and he stared at me. In a flash, I saw his gun, but he made a dash for it instead and he escaped through Whitechapel Street.
So, which way would that be? That'd be towards Polly Powell, and she said she didn't see anyone. Right, time to return.
So you might still have had time to return to the constable.
I panicked. I didn't know what to do. Anyway, I approached the bodies just to see if they were still alive. I saw that one had blood pumping out of his stomach. He was dying. It was horrible. The second one was already dead. He had a hole in his head. He was holding a gun in his hand though. I took it, and then I followed the third man.